everyone, it's Jasmine here, and today is my niece's birthday celebration, so I'm going to bring Yema Cake for this celebration. I've tried this Yema Cake way back in March. I think that was the first time I tried it. My colleague bought it when we went out for dinner for my birthday celebration, and it was really good. But I never had a chance to ask her for the recipe, so what I did is I watched a lot of YouTube videos just to find out how to make it, and I've been making it since then. I think this is gonna be my 6th or 7th time to make it, and I believe that I found the perfect recipe to for the sponge cake, which is one of the most important part of this cake, is to get the perfect sponge cake. Just missing one ingredient, so I'm just gonna run to the grocery across the street. I don't have cheese, but this Yema Cake is very quick and easy to prepare. The ingredients are very simple, and I will find out how long it's gonna take me this time, because my niece's birthday celebration, it's going to be at noontime, and now it's 9:34. So I'm just gonna run quickly, and I'm going to show you how I make this delicious Yema Cake. So I just got back. Now it's 9:43. I'm still out of breath, so I'm just going to get the ingredients ready now. I'm so proud of myself because I only got cheese this time, because most of the time, every time I go to a grocery store, instead of if I'm meaning to get just one item, I ended up getting like more than that. So yeah, I only got the cheese this time. Just remembered, prior to preparing the ingredients, I'm going to line up the baking pans first. I'm using rounded baking pans, 8 by 2 inches in diameter, and I'm going to line them up with parchment paper or wax paper. I'm greasing the pan lightly with butter. I'm also going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I will now separate the egg yolks from the egg whites as well. So here are the ingredients for our Yema Cake. So we'll start first with the dry ingredients. So in here I have 1 1/4 cups of cake flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 cup sugar. And for the wet ingredients, we're be needing 4 egg yolks, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and 1/2 cup of milk. For the meringue, we'll be using 4 egg whites, 1/3 cup of sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And for the frosting, we'll be needing 1 can of condensed milk, 1 can of evaporated milk, 4 egg yolks, vanilla extract, and cheese. So now we're going to start combining all these ingredients. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to sift the flour, all the dry ingredients together. So just put in the salt, the baking powder, and the sugar. So we'll just mix them quickly to make sure that they are all well combined. And then we'll set that aside, and now we're going to mix the wet ingredients. So I'm gonna pour in the milk and the oil. And we're just gonna mix all this. I'm just breaking the egg yolks first. So once they are well combined, we're going to pour it into our dry ingredients. So once they are well combined, we'll set this aside. And now we're going to make the meringue. Okay, so I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of this cream of tartar. And we're gonna start beating it until it becomes foamy. Once the egg white starts looking like this, it's now time to add the white sugar. I am adding the white sugar gradually. Once the meringue forms a stiff peak, it's now ready. So we're going to pour in half first of the meringue. And we'll just combine them well using a folding manner. Once the mixture are properly combined, I'm going to pour it to the rest of the meringue, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to mix it using a folding method. Once the mixture is properly combined, time to pour the mixture to the baking pans. Time to bake. So I will set the timer to 25 minutes. So now, while waiting for the sponge cake to bake, we're going to prepare the frosting. So I'm going to pour in the egg yolk. So I haven't turned on the stove yet. We're pouring the egg yolk. Just break them. And now I'm pouring in the condensed milk. Followed by the evaporated milk. And I'm also going to add about half or a teaspoonful of vanilla extract. So we'll combine all these ingredients together. Try to mix them well. There is one missing ingredient I forgot to mention on the frosting. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoonful of cornstarch. The cornstarch will help with the thickening process. Make sure the cornstarch is properly dissolved. The cornstarch is now dissolved. I'm going to turn on the stove on low heat. Stirring the mixture continuously is the key to getting the perfect frosting. This is to prevent the bottom from burning. 25 minutes is over, so I'm going to check the sponge cakes by using a barbecue stick. Let us see if it's ready. It's done. So when the frosting turns into this consistency, now it's ready. We can turn off the heat, and we're also gonna let this cool down. So if you are in a rush, you can put this in the freezer, put it in a container and put it in the freezer so that it will cool down faster. I will turn the sponge cakes upside down while waiting for it to cool down. The sponge cakes had cooled down. I am now removing the top crusty layer of the cakes. I will now add the frosting on top of the first layer of the sponge cake. So just be generous with the amount of frosting that you're going to put. I can now put the second layer on top. And we'll do the same process as what we did on the first layer. We're almost done. It's time to add the grated cheese on top. So there you go, guys. This is our Yema cake. It's now ready to be enjoyed.